this weekend. We'll see, because I did delete a lot of photos from the last film I did, which was several years ago. I'm like, I have a USB full of these photos. They don't all need to be on my phone as well, because my set photographer took like at least 1,000 photos. I'm like, all those don't need to be on my phone. So I deleted most of them, ones that I would not probably post onto social media like anytime soon. So otherwise the behind the scenes stuff. So I was like, let me get rid of all those. Then I got rid of some old videos, some of them that are, yeah. And I still need to find a way to download all my videos onto an external drive, not Apple, because I'm not trying to pay for another. So that's why it took so long for the last video I posted, was I had to get rid of a lot of space just to have space to, I edited it just to be able to save it, which would of course then put it on my phone in the photos or whatever. And yeah, so yeah, it's Saturday. I really don't have to be anywhere or do anything. It's about 90, it's 86 right now. I have eyeshadow on, I should not do that. So 86 right now, so it's supposed to be 91 today. And then ironically, tomorrow, you see that little bit of sweat, I have the fan on. I forgot to turn the AC on while I was doing my eyes. Then tomorrow it's supposed to be like 70 something. And then 70 for like the rest of this week. And then go back to 90s. And we'll probably get 100 like in the next 2 weeks. Because it's summer in Phoenix. It's like spring what? So yeah, there's a buy black marketplace. I guess it's every first Saturday. So ignore these people who decided to be vocal in my parking lot. That's my downstairs neighbor. I don't know what she's saying, but I know her voice because it haunts me in my dreams. Yeah, because it's been quiet, and then all of a sudden, just as I'm about to record, everybody and mama in this parking lot. Update with my neighbors. They've been somewhat okay since that last big blowout. And then yesterday night, for some reason, for like 60 seconds, they blare their music so loud you could hear it throughout my apartment. Open my patio door, you could hear it outside. Anybody could hear it. It wasn't just in my apartment. By the time I found their phone number for security, they turned it off. I'm like, okay, did y'all hear me open the patio door? Which I don't know how over that music, but I digress. So otherwise, like I said, other than her talking, she's been out there talking, her husband's been out there talking. It hasn't been loud, so I can't really, but it was annoying yesterday by her husband while I was trying to work. Again, it wasn't extremely loud, but it's loud enough to, it was like, why are you having this conversation on the curb in front of our apartment? Okay, it's not that serious. Anyway, I digress. So I'm getting groceries. I'm going to this buy black marketplace. I might go to the Dinosaur. If you live in Phoenix, you know what that is. Basically a bakery. And then I pick up a prescription because my allergies last night, all day yesterday, I had like a sinus headache. I don't know why I'm putting this on like sunscreen. My allergies, I still have a lot in this thing. It's almost out, but it's still a lot. And this may be too much. But my allergies last night, or all day, I had the sinus headache, the pressure all right here, like here. It was bad. I took a Tylenol, then eventually I took ibuprofen because that's supposed to be a good combo, Tylenol, ibuprofen. I had taken my Flonase, which I just read late that night that Flonase takes like 2 weeks before it actually starts working. So I'm like, have I been taking it for 2 weeks? Consistently? No. And then this morning, late this morning or early this morning, I decided the other part of my prescription that my doctor had written for my allergies, the Flonase, the prescription Flonase, and another prescription allergy spray. I did not get that other prescription allergy spray. I asked for that to be refilled. I just got a text maybe 15 minutes ago to refill it. Give me 1 second. To refill it, so we will be picking that up because the headache was bad. I had to, like on my lunch break, I laid on a cold compress. It should have been warm. I found that out later. And then luckily I took a hot shower. Yes, I know it's warm right now, but I took a hot shower. I'm gonna put on, let me show you the shirt. So it says, what does it say? It says, excuse me, I have to be awesome today. There's no today, but I have to go be awesome. So that's what I'm wearing today. Just a t-shirt. Got it at Torrid. So when I got out of the shower, a very warm shower, I then laid on my back when I was finally going to bed with the warm compress on my face until that cooled down very fast. Because when you squeeze it out, it's not gonna stay hot forever. And I had the fan on too, but that did help. Woke up this morning much better. I took my Flonase, even if it's not working. And I did take my nasal, just the saline nasal solution, just to moisturize the nostrils last night as well. That did help drain out and release some of the pressures. But I'm gonna go pick up this prescription because I can't go through that again. It was bad. We're doing Laura Mercier, the Tinted Moisturizer Blur again, because a 90-degree day is a good day to test it out. And I still have all of this. So that's why we're using it when the time calls for it, whatever, or just a random Tuesday something kind of event. There's something else. It's not on my calendar, it's on my phone calendar. This documentary about, I guess, Malcolm X, things you didn't know kind of documentary is free. So I might go to that. It's during the week. You know, sometimes things don't happen during the week. So, sponge, because I tense. I like the sponge. Anyway, that's all I have planned for this week. I know Secret of Mayo's Monday, but I'm like, next year will be on Tuesday. Because, you know, Taco Tuesday as well. Hair's still blonde. I'm probably gonna shave this, if not tonight. Even though I moisturize it all today, because I'm going out in public and I'm going to a black event, my hair has to be moisturized. But I'll probably shave my head either tonight or tomorrow, because I might be going hiking tomorrow morning. And even though it's gonna be like 70 something, just still in the sun, if I would probably wear a hat anyway. I don't know if I want a bald head or to shave this down. Even this is pretty short, but shave it down some more. Because I was gonna try another wig install, but I was like, my sideburns, my edges are all blonde. So I didn't want to have to deal with that because my hair grows low on my head, on my face. So even if I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter because you're installing whatever, but I'm like, my hair grows low on my face. So even when I shave this or try to whatever, the blonde is gonna come out. You're gonna see the blonde. So we go over. You know what I realized? I didn't powder like I usually do. I think listening to them did not help. But luckily I have, this is a matte foundation, tinted moisturizer. I plan to use a matte setting spray, so hopefully that will help as well. I realized it because I was like, I didn't set my eyebrows. No, it fails my. And I haven't been buying any makeup or anything recently, so I'm like, I'm trying for May is Asian Pacific Islander month. So I was like, okay, what Asian brands did I want to support? It would be Live Tinted or Live Tinted, but I have that eyeliner already. They don't have a waterproof mascara, but they do have a mascara that I do like. But I kind of want waterproof because of this heat. Oh, the wedding. So the wedding, I used the Live Tinted eyeliner. So driving into the sun, mind you, it was only 80s, but I had to drive west into the sun around 3-ish. So I don't know if it's the eyeliner or the mascara, but I did have a little bit of raccoon right here. And I don't think the eyeliner is waterproof. So okay, so it finally did fail me. But I still like it, but it's okay. Don't be in Phoenix Summers. That's what I learned. I'm secretly like, when are y'all moving? Can y'all move? Because literally, even if they're not bothering me, I am laying in bed. I can hear her inside her apartment. She was talking. I had to turn the AC on, so I could not hear her, so I can sleep. This is just a nap. I wake up. I finally turn the AC off. I still hear her talking. So that was at least an hour and a half. I'm like, what the fuck were you talking about all that time? Who are you talking to all this time? I'm like, can you shut up? I'm like, I'm sorry. I know marriage is this and that, but I'm like, imagine listening to somebody for like 2 hours talking nonstop. And I'm like, how? I'm like, is that what's going on in marriages? Somebody talking nonstop for 2 hours? I lose my freaking mind. I know I'm not the most talkative, but there's times I have spurts. I will talk a lot, whatever. 2 hours straight? Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, luckily I don't know what she's talking about, but in a way I wish I didn't know what she's talking about. So we're not doing a contour today. We're doing e.l.f. This is Gorge Orange. So it's very orange. But I'm just going to put a little right there because I have my natural contour anyway. So I'm just going to put it right there. We're going to act like, okay, we're going to move some of this over here. And that's definitely enough. So yeah, I can't wait till they move because I'm like, yeah. And then my kitchen light was finally fixed Tuesday. He's supposed to come Monday, supposedly. He came Tuesday. And very bubbly dude, very bubbly dude. I'm gonna blend this out first. This is my liquid blush from e.l.f. And I did wipe all this off, so any excess that was on it, so we're gonna just blend this out. But yeah, he's a very bubbly dude, and he took his shoes off and he walked in. He's like, I saw your note. Not talking about the one on the floor, even though I open doors, I open it so they can see it on the floor, but I left a note in the maintenance request. He's like, I saw your note. So he was immediately taking it off, his shoes off, and I'm like, thank you. Because believe me, the other maintenance dude, like the head of maintenance dude, who I have not seen in a while, that dude would not care. That dude has his shoes on. But the thing is, somebody broke a Coke bottle on the steps. Nobody has cleaned it up. So I'm like, whatever you track in my house would be possibly those glass if you came up those particular steps. So that was also my concern. Mind you, I did tell the office about it. They obviously have that. I went back up there a different day because I had to go somewhere. Because when I check the mail, I go down different steps. And I'm like, okay, y'all did not do anything. And I was like, okay, I told them in the office, I was like, I'm worried about possibly somebody's dog stepping on it. And I had open-toe shoes that day, so I'm like, I can't kick it off the stairs. Because there's this little thing under the stairs, so it would have fell into that little area under the stairs that's full of rocks. Which again, somebody's dog could go in there. If somebody's dog owner was, you know, lazy and let the dog poop in there when they shouldn't be. I think this orange is enough. So I did tell the office, like I said, they didn't. They obviously didn't. We used to have this lady, I don't want to say she's like a, not landscape, but cleaning lady. But she used to go down the hall, sweep, what have you, things like that. I think she either quit, I don't say fired, I think she quit or left because she used to, if you work here, you get an apartment here. Because I remember seeing her moving with like some of her family or whatever. I'm thinking she left. And so that's why things have been in the freaking hallways. Like, that Coke bottle was there for like at least more than 2 weeks before somebody broke it on the steps. They didn't have to, it was fine where it was at. And there's a can that's been sitting in the hallway for like 2 weeks. Valley Trash don't care. If it's not in the bag, he ain't picking it up, even though he's going to the dumpster. So I'm like, yeah. So, like I said, nobody's sweeping off the steps, things like that. That's why I'm like, every time I pay my rent, they're like, give us a review, like, of the apartment company. I'm like, you don't want me to give you a review. I've lived here a long time. I've seen things. And, you know, even though I like the manager, there are things that are definitely falling by the wayside. So I'm just like, you don't want me to give you a review while I still plan to live here. Like, some things I could put up with, obviously. But I'm like, you don't want me to give you a review. Okay. I don't want to, because if I spray that, it's going to dry it down and mattify. So I'm going to not do that yet. So, yeah, so he took his shoes off, he came in, and I had kept my door stuff. I usually have stuff in front of that door, but I move it when I record. Last time I recorded, I kept stuff from in front of that door because I'm like, I tried the breakers. He came in, went to the breakers. He goes, it's not the breaker on this particular side of the box. It's the breakers on the other side that you're supposed to be flipping. I didn't flip those because, one, they weren't labeled for that side of the apartment. So I'm like, why would I flip those? I even flipped all the ones on the one side. I'm like, why would I flip the side that is not labeled anything on that side? And the fact that he knew that as soon as he came in, because I'm like, I flipped these freaking breakers. And he's like, let me just show you. So next time it happens, first of all, it shouldn't happen again. But, so he showed me and he was like, okay. And then we went out into the kitchen. He's like, I'll let you do it. Go ahead and flip a switch. I flipped the switch. He's like, yay. We did a high five. I'm like, this dude, oh, look at it, I like you. I was like, okay, thank you so much. I mean, to me, a dude that listens and takes off his shoes when I say take off his shoes, when you know you're going in and out of many people's apartments and you're walking around this parking lot that has not been cleaned, these stairwells that haven't been cleaned, power washed in a long time. Like, I appreciate that you respect that part of my request. So I keep telling him, just get booties. Get shoe booties, that's fine. I'm like, yeah, I don't know where the socks have been, but that's better than what's been out on the ground. And so, yeah. So I was like, okay, I finally didn't let off. Because, yeah, it was. Playing the edges, it was definitely testing me. I'm, you know, sleeping with the light on, the door slightly closed, and then it's hot too. So yeah. Part of this week I was just busy with work, like big jobs, and other parts I wasn't. Like, okay. And I need to start my book club book, because that's in 2 weeks. which I was going to start beginning of May, but I've been reading this, a book on my Kindle. It's kind of a fast read, but I'm like, I want to finish it. But print, I need to make the print bigger because it's, yeah, the other day just wearing my glasses and trying to read that small print, and it's like, that did not also help with my sinus headache, so. I have a Beyonce song stuck in my head. I don't know the words to the song. Yeah. Because she did start her tour this week. And with the foundation, we're gonna, as well, these edges. Especially since I don't have contour. So yeah, I don't know, that song stuck in my head. Let us, definitely moisturized. It's still hanging on, there's still some in here. Let's put some, I'm gonna set these eyebrows. And then set everywhere I highlighted. Of that natural contour, so even on the nose, even though y'all know I did not contour my nose, but as we see, it's a little bit of contour looking. I didn't pat on my hand first. And I was looking at First Friday because when it gets warmer First Fridays, it's more and more people. And I'm like, yeah, no. So I was thinking if my mother comes like on a First Friday weekend or whatever, take her, but I'm like, that crowd. I'm like, if she wants to go to the Phoenix Art Museum, we could do that. And then maybe attempt to deal with that crowd in there. Get the light rail experience, which you'll probably like. I've ridden the subway in New York my whole life. I know. I'm like, ooh, well, no. I'm sure the people on New York subway are worse than the light rail in Phoenix, but there are times though, I'm just like, yeah. Okay. And we are Saharan, because this one has an orange. Toby. So we are going to use that. This might not be the brush for it. No, that's okay. Because I was using the bottom, I just been using the top, because the top, because otherwise it's gonna look patchy. Yeah, I've been wanting to install that particular wig. It's long, and it's not long, but it's longer than the ones I usually wear. But yeah, just maybe, I have nothing planned for next weekend. It's Mother's Day. A little too late to have my mother come up here. And then I've decided, my mother's like, are you just gonna show up? Or, because the thing about Mother's Day in my hometown is we'd have to go to church. Mother's Day at church, at a black church, is even longer. Easter, Christmas, but Mother's Day is long. And I'm like, and then I gotta drive back up here. I've done it before. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, ooh, I love you, Mom, but that'd be very stressful. And yeah, I could take the day off after, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to save up a bunch of days. It's not because I don't want to do that for my mother. She knows kind of why I need to save my days. Her birthday is also this month, so I'm like, ah. And then I was thinking about her birthday, but then she's gonna be ushering that particular. She's gonna be an usher. She's gonna be ushering the particular weekend I wanted to come up. I'm not gonna say like, don't do that kind of thing. I'm like, no, get your usher on. So figuring out alternatives of having her come up here, because I mostly work from home. So, but there's, you know, of course, the bus system. The thing is, working from home and getting to the bus depot and back during my lunch break. Yeah, that'll be cut very tight. Okay, we're just using blush, but I have my bronzer brush out. We have Abby. I'm gonna use Abby kind of as a contour, so give me 1 second. Let's dip in here and see how this looks. There's nothing really on this brush. I just tapped it to see. So Abby, you see Abby a little bit in there. Let's slow Abby. It looks denser, more on my brush, like in person. The kickback on this, I didn't realize that kickback. I'm tapping on my hand, and I'm just gonna take Abby a little bit up here. And this is a blush. Basically, you know, I was fiending for some contour. That's basically what happened. And I could have just left it up here. I didn't have to do all that. Just fiending for some contour. Even though it's simple things, but I mean, but it's technically it's a blush. Do I have a contour for my nose? Okay. Yep, there we go. So I need to remember that I used Abby as a contour. Okay, let's set my face, because I know last time I set my face in this video was longer than it should be, considering I'm not doing as much. We're using the lip bar. So, brand new brush. Bring it all together. It's a happy little trees. Okay. Let us spray Urban Decay All Nighter, but the Ultra Matte. I keep forgetting these double lids. Fan. Hold. And yes, I see the clay. So, yeah, that I gotta charge it again. Where is... So I'm using setting powder. But I realized, did I do a video since the wedding? Oh, this is the first one because, yeah, because I ended up going to the post-wedding brunch. I didn't record because I'm gonna say I wasn't going to go. I was iffy. I was just tired. That's partially my own fault because I ended up having a long conversation with a friend, messaging back and forth till like 5 in the morning. So I was like, I was tired. Mind you, the thing wasn't till 1, but I was like, and then I had to go. I went and picked up a wig that was on sale. It's opposite direction. After that brunch, but I was just like, do I want to? And finally, I was about to go to sleep. I was laying in bed, and I'm like, you know what? I wasn't falling asleep. I just got up, took a shower, got dressed, did minimal makeup, and went. So no video. So let's do the rest of the eyes. Ooh, am I doing that today? I was gonna do that today. Even though I just realized that's not the one that was on the outside. I'm gonna put a little bit of shiny. Maybe so little you can't tell. Okay, I can see it now. Yep. And that's enough of that because it is daytime. And I'm going to take, this is the transition shade, which actually is that shade as well. So I don't know why I didn't just. Sinners is returning to IMAX. I did not get a chance to see it on IMAX before it left. So as soon as I finish recording this, I'm going to look up because I'm hearing it's sold out already again. And I know at least 2 theaters that are, I'm doing this shade right now. 2 theaters that have IMAX that somebody said as soon as they announced it that the AMC website crashed. Because the reason why they took it out of IMAX is because Thunderbolts asterisk started, which of course you need to have the option to see it on IMAX. And so in 2 weeks, it will be back. Which is like, the thing with IMAX is more expensive and everything, but the fact that the people are willing to pay that bigger price to go see this movie that's 2 hours and about 17 minutes long tells you a lot. People want to see this freaking movie. And like, I've been talking about it. I've been watching reels, all these reels about it and memes and all this stuff because it is a great movie. It's a great movie. Yeah, it's just a great movie, and there's just so many Easter eggs and this little behind this meaning and all that. It's a great movie. I'm like, so I was like, okay, I was gonna go this weekend for a 3rd time, but I'm like, let's come back IMAX. Make that 3rd time needs to just be at IMAX. So I am going to put on press-ons. So I will speed that part up because otherwise this video is gonna take forever. Okay. Sometimes it's just better to just use your fingers. And that's a little too close to my waterline, by the way, but so that is a 12, 12. It's a 12, 12, and an 8. Oh, by the way, I'm using Ardell. And I could put on one with this one that comes with inner ones. I could put those on, but I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna start on the side. And this one I might have trouble because I have no hairs really on that side, so. Because usually you'd pinch it with your own hairs there, but since I don't have any hairs there, that's why I'm like, that one might come off at some point today. Then 12, 12, 8. There's a 10 line, but I'm not using 10 obviously. So I'm gonna just pinch these. And I'm gonna say my face is definitely matte. I haven't been outside yet, but my face is definitely matte. Okay. So there we go. They say you can reuse some of these. I'm like, no. No, you cannot. And I know this one's gonna keep bothering me for a while, and then eventually it'll just stop bothering me because I can feel it. I can't feel any of these on this side. This side, I definitely can feel them. But I have less hairs on this side because one, I either pull or they just grow in very slowly on the side after I've pulled those lashes. All right, let's finish this video. Elf, Plum and Get It. So we're going with the lip bar. It's a theme. I've tried the tinted moisturizer once. I'm good. But the glosses, I love the glosses and the lip liners as well. I could have wore one of their lip liners. As we see, we are not. But I like this. Because the shine on this, it lasts a while. I technically don't even need to take this with me, but I will. I think I'm gonna leave that in the car because it's gonna get hot. Earrings. Let's go with hoops. Am I still gonna go with hoops? Like huge hoops or these medium-sized hoops? I need to get another pair of medium-sized hoops. We're gonna go with these. Because of the little issue there is why I say another pair. So very matte face, even though I'm seeing it's starting to warm up, whatever, but still matte face for this 90 degrees that's about to be. Glossy lip, earrings. So I am off to run my errands. So hopefully you have a good weekend.